Hello everybody, welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband. I changed the battle limiter. It's back up to how it should be now, and we are ready to... Oh, that's fantastic. 50 more recruits to Understat Castle. That's really, really good. Okay, we've got to look at somewhere else to conquer right now. I still want to keep roughly in where would be easy for... Yeah, I've explained that terribly. What I mean is, you know, we have our sort of really weird line here. Do we want to keep going along the line, or do we want to, you know, try and bring it in? Because what I didn't really want Understat Castle. We knew we had our eyes on Kelradan Castle, which would have been perfect, because we don't want to expand too much. But, seeing as we are, let's have a look at Hun Castle. We'll just take the opportunities that we have, right? We aspire to be the king of the land, after all. You got to take the whole land, right? You know what? Let's see if someone else. Ferentis has been a very loyal companion. Let's see if he. Let's see what he thinks about us being king of the land. I cannot judge the legal merits of your claim. However, I think that unlike the other kings here, you have the capacity to unify this land, and that would put a stop to these endless wars between kingdom and kingdom, noble and noble, and brother, that have brought us all into disgrace in the eyes of the heavens. Very good, very good, very good. In fact, it's lovely. It's lovely. Okay, you know what? Let's see what our humble servant Borsha says. That's a great idea, boss. All these kings and khans and landed nobles who rule now with their prisons and their gibbets and scaffolds, the whipping and the brandings and the hangings of any man who might be driven by the crying of his children to steal a loaf of bread or maybe a horse. Karadia deserves something better. Would you then support my cause? Sure, boss. But let me tell you what it might bring... There, let's start this again. Sure would, boss. But let me tell you what might bring others to your cause, particularly us poor folk. They tell that in the old days, each new empire who took the throne would issue a great amnesty for all but the worst prisoners in the dungeons. Give people a second chance, make some of themselves like you gave me a second chance, boss. Well, we saw how that turned out. It turned out very darn well, didn't it, Borsha? If I could go about the land for a few weeks telling the common folk that you were going to amnesty their kinfolk like the emperors of old, they would start talking of you as the emperor, and that would pave your way to the throne. Shall I do it, boss? Stay with me for a while, but it's good to know that he'll do that. I think we could probably send everyone away and have them do that, or do something good for us. I think we'll upgrade in that fashion. That's certainly something to bear in mind, but I want another castle first. And then, when we're moaning about it, we're probably going to be moaning about it because King Harless isn't going to want to give us another one, but that would be when, let's just say, the certain fecal matter hits the fan, right? Very good. We have a very good war party here. I think we could probably... You know what? I'd be inclined to even have a look at Nara. It's under siege already, actually. That's very good. That means Nara can't send reinforcements to Hun Castle. It's a long old chalk, isn't it, to get there? It's because it's nighttime, of course. But King Randomus... technically, it would be King Randomus... the second, the first, or would it be King Randomus the first, or would it be King Randomus the second? Because Randomus the first was never a king, so it would be King Randomus, wouldn't it? There'd be no second about it. It would be King Randomus. Anyway, let's not worry about that right now. We've got a long ways to go yet before we become king. We need to have a look at Hun Castle. We need to see that. Oh, come on! It's rude not to. Well, here we go. Oh, it's a siege tower. That's annoying. We'll start building though. If Nara's under siege and Halmar's already ours, I don't think... Oh! Constable upgraded. Oh no, now he's doing the Vega recruits into footmen. Oh, our Constable's doing it all wrong. That's so annoying. Anyway, our men are upgrading to level 10. All of that is fantastic. Let's just take the castle first. It's all fantastic. I was saying words very, very quickly there. I was like, oh, let's take a Hun Castle first and then we'll worry about it because we're halfway through a siege tower now. And we will request a Hun Castle be ours, and it may cause strife. It may cause strife, but this is, you know, this is the kind of thing that we're going to need to do. Or King Harless will just give us a Hun Castle. Or soldiers patrolling Rolunds have been defeated. Oh, bother. By whom? King Harless wants to do a feast. Well, no king does feasts all the time. I'm taking you a kingdom border incident. Talpearl, claimed by the Nords, have been mistreated by their overlords from Swadia and petition King Ooh, interesting things are occurring here. Okay, we have 200 recruits in that castle. That's very good. Right. Can we take a Hun castle? I'd say we can. Right, 64 of them. I think just a nice old... Oh, my God. Oh, it's a siege tower, of course. I'd forgotten already. Siege towers are really rather annoying. Right, but you know what we'll do? We'll have archers. We'll have archers just sneak up here if we can. And they might all be dead by the time we even get to the walls, right? Archers, hold this position, lads. And we'll see what we can kill from up here. Another good castle to have, though, isn't it? They don't have a lot in the way of shields either, the Kyrgyz. They really are quite a conquerable lot, aren't they? Very good on the open battlefield if you're not prepared. But we're prepared. And we're not on an open battlefield. So it's all good. Right, our archers are up here. That siege tower's going slowly but surely. So that's all good. Vegas marksman getting in there with the kills. That's what we like to see. Excellent job. Excellent job, all of you. I think my arrows are going wildly off the mark here. We're going to get on the siege tower now. We'll be the first on the walls. Man, our war party is good. Oh, it's excellent. Oh, it's just excellent. So I feel very soon like we're going to have outgrown the Kingdom of Swadia. Oh, Clefty knocked unconscious. I heard that happen. It was a very horrible little impact there. Yes, I feel like we're outgrowing the Kingdom of Swadia now. I feel like it may be time to strike out on our own. We can be more diplomatic with certain factions. We can be more aggressive in wars. We can be a lot of things that we can't necessarily be. But the Kingdom of Swadia, I mean, they invited us into their party all those, well, basically 2 years ago in game time. Man. Yeah, we're on like day 520 if you didn't know. So that's nearly 2 years. A year and a half, basically, of constant war. What a way we've come in a year and a half, eh? There's only about 50 of them up on the wall now. I think this is going rather nicely. Okay, so we will now get our sword out. We're pretty close, I think. God, it's a long old thing, though, isn't it? Come on, lads. Let's have at them. There they are. Man, can you imagine the adrenaline you must have been feeling if you were an actual soldier on the siege tower like this? Well, I mean, you'd be almost certainly going to die, wouldn't you? It's so weird to think of medieval warfare, isn't it? You know, oh, it just is weird. I mean, we're random as a second, so we're not going to die, but, you know, what about a common foot soldier, man? What are they going to do? Okay, well, this is what this common foot soldier's going to do. Aggression. Ruthless aggression. Oh, it's a weird angle. It's a weird angle. Okay. This feels somewhat less aggressive than it might in real life. Okay, Rodok Sergeant showing us all how it's done, though. Oh, it's the Flying Serpent here with his sword. Oh, God, it's a really awkward castle to fight in. Ow. Ow, son. Calm it down. We need to get into some space, man. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Right, there we go. Okay, now we can start swinging our swords. Now we can start killing some fools. Just about. Oh, my God. We're... Up and down. Up and down's going to do it for it. All right, you know what? There we go. Oh, God, we didn't even shoot that guy. There we go. We got him. Okay, is that us done then, lads? Uhun Castle. Is it ours? Is it ours, boys? It's a nice castle, you know. It's got a lovely, you know, look over the hills and plains. I think we just need to be claiming everything. Oh, no. This is going to be awkward to get those guys, isn't it, up these stairs? Okay, let's go. Right. Up here. Go on, lads. You've got them. There's actually another ladder here that I think we'll make use of. They won't have expected that. There they are. Lovely. Right, well, we'll finish you off and we'll finish you off. Good night. Thanks very much. Great effort, lads. In fact, standing up here, you could have a field day with a bow and arrow, couldn't you? Anyway, that was excellent. We lost one. Hopefully, it was a Rodok Sergeant. I was going to say hopefully it was just a tribesman, but not to be. Okay, well, anyway, we've got 2 more Kyrgyz horsemen. That's very good. A couple more Rodok trained spearmen, trained crossbowmen. Get on my level, lads. That is excellent. 9 Kyrgyz lancers enemies. That's really fine, isn't it? Lovely. Right, items on the ground. Ooh, ooh, now they'll fetch a penny, won't they? Lovely stuff. Okay, yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Beautiful. Okay, well, we'll leave that. We'll request the Hun Castle be given to ourselves. We will leave it for a time, and we will upgrade Artemena and a lion and Clethy. How great is that? You know what? Let's see his skills. It's obviously intelligence and engineering, and then I guess he can also take a point in tactics. Someone needs tactics, don't they? And crossbowmen. But let's you pay your men on time when you can. Generally speaking, every time. I've never not paid my men on time. That's the best qualification for kingship there is in my book. You've chosen respect for the rights of others. Would you support my cause then? I would. People might say that you don't have royal blood in your veins, but as far as I've seen, royal blood makes you a skinflint. Kings and nobles will take out loans or commission building projects without half a thought to how they're ever going to pay back all those commoners who expect to eat after an honest day's work. If you ask me, an honest tongue makes a man a king, not a fancy pedigree. Well spoken, my good man. I'm glad you think so. Here's what I suggest. I know men in the guilds here. Men like me. Men who have been shafted and shaken down until they can take no more. Here's what I'll tell them. You're honest. You respect the burghers. You'll pay your debts. You won't beggar your subjects. Stay with me for a while. I just want to know that I'm going to be supported by you all. Clethy, I'm not even going to ask her. I don't think we know her enough yet. But we will give her some... okay, apparently athletics, because that's what I clicked on by accident, but throwing for now is fine. And then a lion, our dear friend a lion, faithful throughout. Look at all these upgrades we're getting, by the way. We should have gone mercenary horseman with them, shouldn't we? Oh well, it's done now. Andrew Remus with an upgrade as well. Right, let's have a look at him. Intelligence, and he's another doctor. It's great to have another doctor about the house, isn't it? Lovely. Okay, that's excellent. And then a lion. Faithful, dear, sweet lion. What can you tell me about your skills? We need riding for this guy, so that's going to be a bit of agility. Oh, he's still not quite there. He's still not quite there, but we'll give him some... I think we'll give him... Oh, man, what is he? He's very much a one-dimensional hero, isn't he? Trainer, why not? And polearms, lovely. Dear, sweet lion. Very good, my lord. I'm a Vaegir by blood, but Yarlik never stood for me when I was cheated of my inheritance, so I don't owe him anything. And I say let the throne go to the most valiant, which would be you, sir. Would you support my cause? I would, sir, and others would too. But here's what I think. You need to show the noble lords that you'll uphold their ancient rights. Right now, Kalradi is a mess. The lord owns the land, except it's the king who owns the forest. But the city has the right to levy a tax at its gates, and the commons use pastures on the odd Tuesdays, except in Riverchegg when it's Wednesday. This is so confusing. Who can remember? I say you make things simple, like it was in the old days. First the king, then the lords, then everyone else. Simple enough. It's perfectly sensible, sir. And we'll be free of those cursed writs and burgers, petitions and scrolls that take up all of my time and yours. Oh, God. So we're going to look a bit contradictory if we send a lion and Artemena out. Give me leave and I'll spread word amongst the noble lords of this land that you're here to restore the old ways. And I'll bet there'll be plenty who follow you into battle. So maybe we're going to have a decision here. Are we going to have the common folk or the nobles join us? I think the common folk would do better. We are common folk ourselves after all, are we not? Countdown 1 is getting in on now. I want to go and check this out. I don't think the Hun Castle's in any particular danger right now. So I think we can go and check this out. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Have they been beaten? Have you been beaten, lads? You've been bloody beaten, haven't you? Well, if they have been beaten, then that is going to be one hell of a week. Garrison there. What an opportunity. It's still under siege. Do we have to... Oh, someone is still doing the sieging. But, man, oh, man. So, the one guy that had men left has been forced to flee. 3 men would defend its walls in Nara if we could do it. I think we have to wait until Nara's no longer under siege, which I think takes a little time to process. But, ooh, mates. Ooh, that would be a bit alright, wouldn't it? Can we do it now? Can we do it now? No, we can't. Approach the gates and hail the guard. Request a meeting with... Oh my God, there's so many of them there. That could be a lot of prisoners that we could capture as well. I think we camp here and we wait for our opportunity. That's really annoying. He's doing it the wrong way. Vegas should be becoming... You finished reading. Yay, our trade skill's gone up. Our Vegas should be going into skirmishes and stuff, but I think they all go into footmen first. Oh, okay. Well, there'll be none of that then. But it looks like we're going to keep a Hun castle, which is nice. Okay. Who was there to be upgraded? A Vagier archer into another Vagier marksman. That is just beyond excellent, isn't it? Right, well, maybe we should now go conquering into Rindar Castle. Let's just keep this conquering vibe going, lads. But this is interesting because Artemena and Alina are going to contradict me here if I send them both out, aren't they? Marshalship on Count Reyes. I think we should be getting marshalship soon enough. Oh, it has been. We've had to sell all those prisoners, hasn't it? That's annoying. Okay. You know what we'll do? Does this guy want to join our team? Do not try running away or trying something stupid. I'll be watching you. No, I swear. You know what? He's on his own. He can go. He can go and be free. There we are. Aren't we nice? Oh, come on now. Mate, we'll just take these castles after castles. Please be ladders. It is ladders. Do it. 5 hours to build ladders and take Riendar Castle. And I think we're going to do it. Let's lead our soldiers in another assault. This is just tremendous stuff, isn't it? Oh, God, we've got a bit of a gully to go into now. Okay, right. Archers, you lads, I think, stay there. The rest of us, let's kill. Let's kill everyone. There's 70 of them. 69 to be exact. We're going to be unstoppable here, aren't we? Look at that. We're nearly at the ladders already. Look at the amount they're getting killed by our marksmen. It's just excellent. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be our succession because these not going to let us keep both of these. And then we're going to be in the good times, I think. Then I think at that point it will be time to send our companions out to spread the good word about us. I think we'll send Artemena out. I think it would be better if we had the guild masters on our side than the lords. I think the lord and noble can be toppled far more easily. But anyway, we need to speak to a few other people. Borsha will send out. Or we'll speak to a few other people first, but we'll certainly send a couple out. Oh no! Hey, look at that. We're like Spider-Man. That's pretty good, isn't it? Spider-Man. This has got to be over. I don't think we're going to get involved in this fight, to tell you the truth, lads. I think this fight's nearly over already. No! Rodok Sergeant killed. That's no good at all. We don't want Rodok Sergeants getting killed up in here. The idea is that they don't ever get killed. That's why we have 2 very good doctors in our war party. And I am not seeing any arrows connecting with these guys, if I'm honest. I think I'm being rather inaccurate. I'm not even sure if they can be hit. There we go. Of course they can be hit. Excellent. There we do. We do get our kill in. And I think we're about 1 here. I think we have to say we're about 1 with this one. But it's another castle. So hopefully we'll have lords come and join us. If there are such rivalries and grudges in so many areas or in so many factions of the world, then, you know, surely there's going to be a lot of lords that are ready to join us. But I think, as I said, if we can get the guild masters on our side and the common folk on our side, screw the lords, man. Okay, right, we can take 2 caravan guard. I think we will. You know what? Let's take 4 looters as well. And captured enemies, we'll take them all. And that's another castle for us. Not a lot there. Plated boots look pretty good, but we don't need them. We don't need this either. I like everyone with the kit that they have. Right. Lots of castles possibly going to be ours now. So what we'll do is we will upgrade those that we can upgrade. Kurgit Lancers would do very nicely. Mountain Bandit over a Forest Bandit, I think, for sure. And 2 veteran spearmen. Okay. Let's talk to Ferentis. Let's see what he can do. Ferentis, who will he go and who would he go and persuade? I would tell everyone who listens of your deeds. Everyone who listens is a behalf of the weak and helpless, of your ability to lead men against great odds and triumphs, and tell them that you were to become king. There would be 1 law, 1 peace, from Rodok to Vaegir, from the high step to the Nordic shore. Splendid. Very well. Although I am now a stranger to my family, I have entered many a noble's hall in your train. I reckon I would be welcome again. I shall go about this land and tell the nobles that when you are king, You will strive the hardest to protect the weak and to crush discord, so that no man will raise his hand against another with impunity. One day the sin of fratricide will be no more. This is very interesting. This is very good. This is very good news. This is very useful. We'll upgrade Borgia. We need to, as I said, pick who to send out. It's weird that Borsch is actually our smartest guy, isn't it? Quite good in a way, though. That he's like, oh, we've been through this. We've been through that. Okay, let's now speak to Beheshta and see who Beheshta would send, or who Beheshta would tell. A fine idea, Beheshta. You have shown that you know how to govern men, and that you govern them justly. Mind that you govern them justly, though. Would you support my cause? Ah, Beheshta, I would. But there is something I would say. On behalf of the men of the steppes such as myself, it would bring great joy to us to hear from the lips of one who would be Khan, that you would restore an ancient right from those days of the old emperors. The men of the steppes have enjoyed the right to bring their flocks to new pastures or to market, which necessarily involves crossing the land owned of great lords of the realm. Anyway, Lord, in these sorry times, the men of great estates have taken to blocking our passage, charging us huge fees to recross. It's a great burden on my people, Beheshta. If I could take a few weeks to let the men of the steppes know that you would support the restoration of our ancient rights, well then, I think many would find... Okay, so it's becoming really that this is kind of splitting into two groups, isn't it? We send Beheshta and Artemena and Borgia, or we send Lezalit and Ferentis and a Lion. And we'll keep everyone else in. I think we send the guys that are going to speak to the common folk. We need the support of the people, don't we? That's what we need. But we'll wait for now. We'll wait and we'll see, you know, what happens here. Do we get given these castles? Do we not? We'll just make camp outside here. And we'll wait to see what happens, as I said. That's very good. That's very good. Is there about to be an injustice done unto us? Or are we about to be 2 castles richer? How's it going to work? What's he going to do? We've really just got to wait for King Harleth to decide now. I'm ready to split. I'm ready to bounce. I'm ready to bounce here.